Good morning and welcome back to another day. As you've seen in the last episode, Big Red went to the car park in the sky. She be gone, bless her. She done me well. And at least she is living on. She's, well, going to be living on in this, as we well know. And, yeah, I know she's living on in a couple of other vans as well that she's helped out. But she's gone. Now I'm just stuck with Big Green, or as my dad likes to call it, Kermit. So we have mocked up my bumper on here. Obviously it's not going to be staying this colour, but just put that on there for now. Do need to sort something out with this rear bumper, because I'm not staying with a big metal bumper, so that needs to go. Figure that out. But that's not what today's video is all about. Today we're going to be stripping this subframe down and getting this to a bit of a bare shell, because, well, we are going to be notching this subframe as well. So at the minute, subframe, well, my engine's there, subframe's there. Need to strip this thing down because it's still complete. And yeah, take all the arms off and what have you. But this will be getting notched. Notching this bit up, well, both sides. Getting all the arms off. While I'm here, it does make sense to do top ball joints, bottom ball joints, put new gaiters on the drive shafts. Same with the track rod ends, they're needing replacing, and might as well just tar it up while we're here, because now is the perfect opportunity. I mean, as you can see, this one's just, I don't quite know how that's even happened, but this one's just tore right up. Well, it's just twisted by the looks of it. So today's plan, strip this all apart. Top arms off, hubs off, rear arms off, and just make this just a bare subframe. Probably will keep the steering rack on, but everything attached to it will come off. Yeah, that's going to be today's plan. You'll probably see Daddy's in the background working, but just want to get this thing stripped and ready for what's next. Torsion bars are down there, they're getting clocked as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we did already mark them where they are and where they're going to be moved to. I think, if I can try and balance this. That is where we're going to, that line there. And they're going to be twisted round. It's going to be there. Hopefully that's going to be a good enough angle. Anyway, let's get some tools on the go and try and rip this lot apart. Fun! So, I thought I'd try a little bit of a different camera angle. Yeah, I might as well show you the one side, both sides are the same, so I might as well get half decent camera angle on this side. So it's literally just a job of removing lots of big metally bits. Starting off with this top arm, I guess. Well, there's the hub off. Ow! Most of the arms off, can't get this ball joint out, so that'll be Ron's problem. But if you can see the arm, when you do go lower, this is the issue you have, is obviously you start hitting everything. So that hasn't got a wonderful amount of room. So that's where you get the issues from when you start getting low. That's why you need to notch the top of your subframe, because you don't have a lot of movement in your arms. If you think, if you're lower in your van and you're sat here as standard, once you've got yourself low, the arm's only got a tiny little bit of movement left in it. So that's pretty much why you have to notch that. But I'm going to carry on taking this apart. You take the track rod end off, take this top arm off, and do the exact same on the other side. Well, I thought something a little bit different while I'm stripping this lot apart. I've got a bit further, a couple of arms off. Well, that arm's all but off. And now I'm attacking this side. So a little word with Di, he's doing the quarter panels on this. And I thought for something a little bit more fun, I might set you up and just watch. So I've literally been watching him for the last couple of minutes. It's actually quite interesting. If I leave you there, you can just have an Overwatch a day. Well, as you just seen, I just cut all that lot out. That's all now done, ready for the new panel. There's the old one. I thought that'd be quite interesting to see. And plus, when I'm editing, I can actually see all that lot. And I just thought, seeing the opportunities there, I was alright with it. So why not show you? Like I said, when more happens, I will stick the camera back up and let you have a little bit more of a watch. But if you haven't already seen, this is actually a long wheelbase. I get more done. See you in a sec. Well, that's been fun. Subframe's now completely stripped as much as it needs to be done. Even took the truck rod ends off. I have got new ones. Top arms are off, ball joints are off. Hubs are all off. All done. Completely stripped. Ball joints, lower ball joints are also out. I should have took them out while this arm was still connected. So I've now got to cut them out and then press the tops out. That's been good fun. I've enjoyed that. Watching Di do the welding on that. I did have to put one of these hubs in the vise because one of the bolts was, it's not that one. One of the bolts is completely rounded out. So I had to put a socket over the top of it, and yeah, fun and games. Yeah, that's all done. And like I showed you earlier on, this subframe needs to be cut because the arm's going to hit it. And obviously because we're notching the chassis and doing all these things to get nice and low, we need that extra little bit of clearance. So Johnny did say after we took it apart, he's like, oh, we're going to have to notch this subframe as well. It's like, oh, what a shame. So while it's off, it makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Cut that bit off down there, that bit off down there. Give the arm a bit more room for movement. But yeah, that's that. Also, I made a lovely mess. Just slowly spread it out. I bet they love having me here. Well, slight change of plan. We've had a bit of a think, and probably the best way is to cut them off here. Because we was going to put them, well, I was thinking about putting them back on the subframe, but there's not going to be anywhere to leave them, because obviously the subframe is normally connected to the van. We're going to cut them off here.
Don't say that, just the case don't work.
Yeah, but I can always edit that out, can't I?
Why so long? What's supposed to be in it?
And welcome back. So a few things have happened since I last picked the camera up. We have clocked one of my torsion bars. We'll get on to actually showing you the other one in a bit. As you can probably hear, there's some grinding going on in the background. That's because Jonathan is doing some cutting. The start of a notched subframe.
What we do, we put the arm back on now and look where we want to cut. So, we going up from here. We got a marker pen.
So, just while he's getting a marker pen, that is where you hit, which is when you get low. That's where your issue comes from. Sorry. This is literally a game of trying to find where it touches next. As you can see, that is where it would have touched. Obviously that's now gone. It would have touched up here. Now we just need to find the touchy bit. That goes through out like butter, doesn't it?
Brilliant, doesn't it? I think that's what we need, my friend.
I don't think I need a lot more than that, am I? I think if I do, I think I need to really reevaluate.
Thing is, you look at that angle, you're going to think that's like...
That's a lot.
What we'll do, we'll never put the bolts back in this arm.
Yeah.
Lift both sides and you'll see the difference.
Well, there you go. That is the original side. And that is the new cut side. You can see the difference. That's fucking mad. Jesus Christ, that makes a hell of a difference. Well, this is all rough cut. This needs obviously to be done, but this was just done as a show, because we were going to cut, I think I said earlier, cut this as well, the front. Hang on, is this the front? Yeah, the front, and cut this. But it just turns out with just by doing those bits there, you don't actually need to do the front, and it doesn't really touch. And obviously, because I'm static, that's never going to be an issue. I mean, you can see now where it's... See it? Just by there. But that's going to be more than enough. I mean, because original is probably about there. That's how much extra travel I got. So that is no longer going to ever be an issue. Like I said, that is rough at the minute. That will be getting done, plated and finito. So we did clock this one, as you can see, hopefully. Yeah, those two lines matched up with them two, so obviously we've moved it over 3 teeth there. And then as you can see on the one that's not been done, those lines are matched up. So what we did, put it in a press, heated it up, pressed it out, and then just moved it round. And I'm not sure how well I'm going to show. Those two are flat there. And then you can see up this end, that's the clocked one, where you can see that standing upright. And then that's the non-clocked one. So you can see how much of a difference that's made. So with that being clocked, that being chopped, the subframe on that being chopped, I'm going to be able to get a nice and low and know that I'm not going to be able to smash everything, and yeah, not going to be a horrible mess. So I think I'm going to clock this and then call it a day. I mean, these two at the minute, let's just film them for a laugh, shall we? Right, hopefully you're going to see this alright. I don't think a torch is going to help, but that's where it was. And now we need to clock it from there to that line there. So 1, 2, 3, and that should, yeah, I don't know how well the camera's going to show you, but that's that there. Now there you go, you can see that better. That's now, you can see how much that's moved. That's the original line, and that's the line it's moved to. So they are both now clocked. Well, as you've seen, it's been a relatively productive day today. Managed to strip this subframe right down and get everything off. Ball joints are off, hubs are off, everything's all stripped and done. Torsion bars are clocked, so that problem is resolved. Did have a quick look at obviously doing this. I'm proper impressed by that. That's mad how much of a difference that's made. So that's done. Managed to just do a few bits and bobs. Managed to see Jonathan and Doug. If you're interested in seeing them too on camera a bit more, then just let me know and we will make that happen. But that's probably enough for the end of this video. I've took up enough of their time. It's getting on a bit. So I'm going to pack all this lot up and get myself off and have a shower. But thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this, and yeah, look forward to the next one. So I'm going to leave you with this. Say bye. Bye. There you go. He's off home. So we're going to get going. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you for putting up with my dumbass, and I'll see you again soon. Take it easy.